Fortescue. I'm an IFS trained practitioner. Just really love this model. It's been life changing for me and for so many others. And so grateful to be with you. What I'm going to do today is lead you in a meditation. Before that, just going to talk a bit about the concept. I'm trying to find my notes here. But the concept of just past experiences and the impact that they have had on our life. Uh, and so, just so grateful that you're here. As we go throughout the time, if you have comments, please feel free to put them in before I went live, trying to get back into the groove after being off for a week. Hang tight just a bit. Let's see. That may or may not pick up, but I'll do better in preparing next time. But so grateful that you're here. As we go throughout our time, if you have questions, you can put them in the chat. If you're watching a recording, know that you can continue to engage there, and I will keep an eye on the chat throughout the week. Additionally, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, would love for you to do that if you find this content useful and helpful, and it helps other people find the content too. If you'd like to dive deeper into your work and journey with others who are doing IFS and parts work, check out the Faithfully Growing community on my website at faithfullygrowing.com. Gives you a weekly drop-in via Zoom where you can ask questions and meet with others on the journey, as well as a library of searchable resources and courses that I developed throughout the year. Currently, there's one there called A Drop of Self that is a good introductory course into internal family systems as you're doing this work in your daily life. And know that you can always send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com if you have questions, and if that would ever be helpful. But today we're just going to reflect on past experiences and their impact. And so I just encourage you to ask the question, what's one moment from your past that still feels present in your body or in your emotions? I know I can think of uh, many different places of where I can see where the past still impacts me today. And often our parts are stuck in the past. And so it's good to remember that and remind them who we are today. Because parts often carry memories or burdens from earlier life stages. And these burdens, they aren't flaws, they're responses to past pain. And integration happens when we get curious, not critical. And self energy, that spaciousness and that calmness, that creativity, our core, who we are, who we were when we were born, offers space and compassion for reflection. And so we can gently ask our parts, what are you protecting me from? And I'll guide you through that some in our exercise today. And some questions that may be helpful to ask are, how do past experiences influence your parts? Which parts are most affected by past events? And how can you process and integrate these experiences? And so think about that as I lead you in our meditation and our check in today. And hang tight at the end. If you have questions, type them in and I'd be glad to engage with you. But let's begin our meditation. Begin by finding a comfortable position. Let your body settle. And take a few breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let the exhale soften your body. Let the inhale ground you, maybe hold you a little more. Turn your attention inward. Begin to notice what's present in your inner world today. Maybe you sense some parts that are more active than others. Just notice without judgment. And if it feels right, gently invite a part of you that feels connected to a past experience. You don't need to force this. Just notice who shows up. Let that part know that you're here. And if you're curious, even just a little bit, just a drop, let it know that and see if you can extend this curiosity toward this part that's connected to a past experience. And from that place, ask the part, what are you still carrying from that experience? And what do you want me to understand about what happened? And then just listen. Let it share at its own pace. You don't need to analyze, just witness. Let this part feel your presence. If it feels right, you might say, I'm here with you now. You're not alone. Check in and just see if a little compassion, calm, or curiosity can flow toward this part. We're not going deep here. This part is who we're here for today. Just want to get to know it a little bit. Let the part know that you appreciate how it's tried to help you. You might say, you did the best you could. I see that now. If you're noticing some softening, just allow that to happen naturally. And if you're not, that's okay. You're not alone. We're in this together. There's an inner team inside, even if it may be hard to believe that now. Let's see if there's anything else before we wrap up for this meditation. Before we wrap up, just thank this part for being with you today. Let it know you'll return when it's ready for more connection. See if it would like that and maybe let it know when. And thank any parts that may have witnessed your interaction with this part that seems to be connected to a past experience. And thank them for their courage and let them know that you can give them some attention too at another time. Then, when it feels right, just take a couple more grounding breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes and gently come back to the present. You can open your eyes if they were closed. And as you step back into life, let that first step be shaped by this gentle reflection if you can. Thanks so much for joining me here. And I'll hang around for a bit. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And thanks for that thumbs up too. And Lynn, if you're here, I'm so glad you're able to join. And if you'd like to go deeper in your work, head over to faithfullygrowing.com and would love to have you join the Faithfully Growing community. It's just $9 a month, and it gives you a weekly check-in and on Zoom where you can meet with me live and ask questions, and you can actually speak. It's not just in the chat, and there's some other uh, good things there in that community, and so would love to have you join there. But thanks so much, and yeah, I plan to be back again next week, and so grateful for the community that we're developing here. And, take care. You can always send me an email to tim at faithfullygrowing.com if you have questions outside of these sessions. But take care of yourself this week, and yeah, we're in this together.